It's a lovely Saturday morning. I've got a viewing booked in for the CI Ibiza, so I'm just going to take it down to my local valeting place, get them to do quick valet on the outside. And it's all happening here. We've got people cleaning the car parks. I had to move my cars over here to the grass area last night rather than over there. So yeah, let's get this cleaned and see how we get on with this car. So after some tense negotiations on the CI Ibiza, we have taken a deposit on it. So which is good news. So the father again come down, looked at the car. It's going to be for his son for his first car. He's looking for a CI Ibiza white one. So this ticks all the boxes. He's never, the father's never driven another one to compare it against, and he goes, oh, that's a problem. I was like, mate, to be fair, go out and drive other ones. He's a bit apprehensive about the mileage on this one. It's done 85,000 miles, but we've done a service and a timing belt. So mechanically it's sound. But he's like, oh no, ideally I would want something with lower mileage. I was like, yeah, that's fine. You can go out and look for one with lower mileage and all that kind of stuff. But you don't know if it drives as good as this one, because this one does drive, apart taking out the mileage consideration of it, it drives really nice. And not necessarily one with low mileage has been looked after as well as this one, because this one's a really clean example. So we've done a deal. So it was up for 4.5, and we've done a deal on 4,350 on the proviso that I would do a new MOT on it, because the MOT is running out in October, so he wants a fresh MOT. And the car's slightly drifting to the left, but I've done a tracking, so it might just be the tyre pressures on the front tyres, because it's been sitting around for a little while. So put some air in the tyre, and then I'll see if that fixes it. If not, we'll get the tracking checked again. So we've done it for 4,350, or the other deal is it's going to be done for the full price, and I will get this corner bumper. So where it's been touched in here, that's really bugging the dad, and because it's going to be a surprise for the son, he's literally going to put it in a garage without the son being there, and then he's going to ask the son to go in the garage one day, and then voila, the car will be there. So he wants that bit done. So it'll be the full price if I get this bit done as well. So I need to go and speak to my body shop guy and then see what he quotes for that. And if I do it for the full price, I might make a bit of money on getting that bumper repair done as well. Because 4,350 and then 4.5 is 150 quid kind of to get this corner done. I'll probably get it done for cheaper than that. So then I'll make a bit of money on that bumper. So we will wait and see. But then it's the MOT, what will come out from the MOT. And the last MOT for this car, it was only advisory on a tyre, and all the tyres are good. So fingers crossed, it should pass with no problems. And obviously if it throws up advisories, that's another whole conversation point in terms of the advisories. Who does advisories? Do I do the advisories? He's happy to keep the advisories on the car, but we'll cross that hurdle when we come to it. I did ring up my MOT station. It is just gone after 12:30 now on a Saturday afternoon. I did ring up the MOT station to see if I could get it in today. At least I know what I'm dealing with come next week, but they've closed for the MOTs now, so I'll have to wait until Monday. But yeah, at least we've got a deposit on the car, and really nice customer as well. I think he's not driven another one before and got nothing to compare it against. But I was like, mate, really, and I mean genuine about the car. It's a really nice car, and I'm not sure you find another one. It's a 2015, so it's almost 10 years old in this kind of condition, especially in interior. It's really nice, well looked after. I think you're going to struggle to find another one with a similar kind of price and the timing belt done. I don't think you will. Most of the other ones on Auto Trader at the moment that I've looked at, similar kind of price. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you, slightly cheaper, but there's no mention of the timing belt being done. And when you get into this kind of age and mileage, it's imperative that you get it done. So yeah, deposit taken on the Seat, which is good news. I knew it would sell sooner rather than later. I thought it would be a quicker sale. And maybe the previous guys who, father and son, who come and looked at the car, if the brakes weren't stuck and stuff, then maybe they would have taken it. Maybe that put them off. I don't know. Insurance might have put them off. So who knows? But we've got a deposit on the car, which is always good news. So I'm back with the CI Ibiza, and I've put the tyre pressure on this one. It should be 36. It's 30. So I'll inflate that to 36. We'll see if that fixes the car drifting to the left. If not, we get the tracking done again. And I'm just going to head over to the body shop because the customer wanted this corner done. So I'm going to take it to the body shop, and it's slightly out there. I don't know if you can see that. So let's see if we can get that pushed in as well. So at some point, it's had a little minor scuff there. So yeah, take it down to the body shop, see what he quotes me, and then probably get it done for this customer because the customer really wants it to be done and looking good for his surprise for his son. So we'll see how much he quotes. We'll get that done, get a new MOT. It's a bit here as well. The paint's come off, so I'll just touch it up or get the body shop to touch it up while they're there. Just check inside on this side. No, this side's all good. Right, okay. So let's take it down to the body shop and see how much they quote me. It's been fun and games with a Seat Ibiza, so good news. So I took the car down to my body shop guy to do this corner, and I met up with Martin from Starting Raskas YouTube channel. Go and check it out. So Martin needs some work done to one of his cars, so I met Martin there and introduced him to my body shop guy. So we got this corner done, and he turned around in a day, or less than a day really. So there was a touch up done there, along there. So the customer wanted this corner to be sorted, and within less than 24 hours he's done a really good job, and he matched up the white really good. Initially he was charging me 70, but then he said there's a bit of additional work, so he charged me 80, and I'm really happy with that. £80 to do that corner. That's good news. So we got that done. So the next thing, so customer drove the car and he noticed that the car was drifting to the left. So my initial thought was, let's just do the tyre pressures and see if that sorts it out. Topped up the tyre pressures, make sure they're all correct on all 4 tyres, and it's still drifting to the left. Although I did the tracking, and I must have not noticed it drifting to the left, I did the tracking before I put the car up for sale. So I took it back to where I get the tracking done, got them to check it, and it's been a few weeks since I did the tracking, and it needed some adjustment. So they adjusted it and they said, oh, it should be fine now. So I took it out of the garage where I get the tracking done, went on the main road, still pulling to the left. So I took it back to them and said, look, there's something not right here. It's still pulling to the left, even though you guys say the tracking and alignment's all good. So I had to wait because there's 2 other customers in the queue. So I spent about 2 hours there, two and a half hours in total. So they put it back on the machine and the alignment's all good. So I said, what can it be? So they checked like the control arms, checked the suspension and stuff. They said there's no play in any of that. It all looks okay. So the guy was a bit stumped by it, to be fair. He goes, oh mate, it could be top mounts, it could be anything, but in terms of the lower parts of the suspension, it looks all good. So I said, okay. I was just really baffled. Like, why is it drifting to the left for? I've never seen this before. So the next day, or actually no, not the next day, 2 days after, I spoke to my mechanic as well, and he said take it to another place for a second opinion where they do tracking. So I took it to the second place where they do tracking, and he put it up, he checked it, and he goes, no, your tracking's all fine. I said, but the car's pulling to the left, what could that be? Then he said the load rating on the front tyres is different. So one had a is it stronger or heavier load rating than the other, and that could be causing it to be pulling to the left. And that's the first time I heard of it. I've never thought that is the case, and I've put part 1 tyres on my car all the time and never matched the load rating and stuff. So I didn't think that would be the case. So he goes, oh, what's probably the best thing to do is swap the tyre. So it's pulling to the left, right? So left, right. So he said it's pulling to the left. Swap your tyres over and see if it pulls to the right. If it pulls to the right, then you know it's tyre related. So I said, okay, kind of makes sense. So the car needs an MOT because the customer wanted a fresh MOT on there. So I went down to my MOT station. I said, look, I need to get MOT done, but before you do that, can you swap the tyres around? Because I need to see if it's going to pull to the right. And they said they were too busy, and they were booked out with MOTs as well that day, so I couldn't even get the MOT done. Now that was yesterday afternoon. He goes, oh, there's a garage opposite, ask them to do it. So I went to the garage opposite, I swapped the tyres over, and lo and behold, it's pulling to the right. And that garage guy, when I spoke to them, when they swapped the tyres over, I said, look, I went to another place where they do alignment, and he said it could be the load rating. And then this garage guy who does tyres, he said that could be a cause. I was like, okay, let's try it out then. So, got the tyres swapped over, it's pulling to the right. So then I was like, okay, it's tyre related. So how bizarre is this? I never thought tyres could cause the steering. Literally, the steering wheel was like adjusting as you're driving in a straight line. So I was like, okay, I need to get a tyre. And get a part worn to match the good tyre that was on there already. So I went to my tyre place where I get part worn tyres from. And I said to them, look, this is what they told me, and it's a speed rating. And they said, highly unlikely is a speed rating. It's probably your tread depth on the two tyres at the front are not the same or not equal. So they had a look, and they said the one that was on the right now, so on the driver's side, has got more tread than the one on the left. So your car's kind of sitting uneven, and that's what's probably causing your car go to the right. So luckily, that obviously the part worn tyres, and the one on the right is a Kumho Extra. Then you can see that Kumho Extra HS51. So I was like, okay, let's try and get a matching tyre, at least in terms of tread depth. And then guess, lo and behold, what I found another, don't know if you can see it in the light, another Kumho Extra HS51. And then the camera's picking it up. But I found a matching tyre. And in this one, probably the one I'll put on the passenger side, it's probably got a bit more tread than the one on the driver's side. So they said, no, it's tyre related, and it's probably that. So let's change that tyre and then see what happens. And then lo and behold, we got the tyre changed, and now it's driving in a straight line. So you learn something new every day. Every day is a school day. So how bizarre is that? And I tried to explain it to my customer, and he's a bit apprehensive about it. I was like, look, we get the MOT done anyway. If there's any play in the suspension, control arms, any of that kind of stuff, we'll sort it out as whatever comes up in the MOT. So driving a straight line, it's all good. So I took it for a MOT this morning, and it failed. But it only failed on the front wipers. And I noticed the front wipers as I was driving down to the MOT station. They weren't clearing the windscreen that well. So we got new wipers on there, and now it's got a 12 months advisory free MOT. So I'm just going to go and head over to the customer. He wants me to drop the car off, and he's going to drop me back to my car place. So hopefully he's happy with the car. He seems a bit worried about it, a bit apprehensive. I know it's been a couple of days to and fro in. I spent about probably a day or so trying to sort out this steering issue. Went to like 4 or 5 separate garages for opinions and all that kind of stuff. But we got there in the end, and I'm confident and happy now that it's sorted. And what I did, because he was a bit apprehensive that there was, or worried about there was no spare tyre. So this car came with, when I got into stock, just the inflation kit, which most cars come with now. But what I done while I was in a tyre place, I got this is actually a VW spare steel rim thing, and it's on there, it's a brand new Bridgestone tyre. So as a gesture of goodwill, I've done that for him. The only thing he will need to do now was, obviously, because it come with a inflation kit, there's no jack. So if he's happy to do that, he can just buy a jack set. There's not be much, probably get it from a scrapyard or whatever. So hopefully I'll show that to him. Hopefully he's happy with that as well. But yeah, so I've given it a wipe over, done a tyre shine and all that kind of stuff. I'm giving it a quick wipe over with a wash and wax and all that kind of stuff. Clean the windows. It's looking really nice now. So hopefully his son and he will be happy with the car. Really impressed with the bodywork as well. 80 quid for that corner, turn around in a day. Really impressive. So yeah, I'm going to head over there now. Hopefully we do the deal. He seems a bit apprehensive. He's saying he's paying top dollar for the car. But I've done everything that he agreed on. He gave me £300 deposit. And I've done everything that we agreed on the car for him to pay the full asking price. So he can't really haggle on the price now, because I've done everything that he wanted in terms of getting the full price, asking price. And yeah, so what else was it? So he can't really go back on his word, I don't think. So we'll see what he says. and then we'll take it from there, and I'll keep you guys posted. So we dropped the CI beefer off to the customer. He was really happy with the car and the condition of the car. He was really happy that we managed to sort out the tracking and the issue with the tyres, and it's driving in a straight line now finally, after spending about almost a whole day, a day and a half sorting that out, trying to work out what it is. I went to like 5 different garages and all that palaver, but we sorted that out. And as a gesture of goodwill, I put a spare tyre, I can't remember if I mentioned it in the video, put a spare tyre in the car for him, because he was a bit apprehensive. He didn't have a spare tyre, so he just needs to get a jack now if he wants a spare tyre. If not, you can take the spare tyre out, and he's got a tyre inflation kit. So, and he was seeming really happy. The surprise with for the son, it kind of got spoiled. I think the son somehow managed to clock on that his dad was buying a car, because he told me that his son started looking into like insurance quotes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that one's done, and I got the full asking price for that car. That was good news. Another car moved on. So we're back with the Astra. So I've done all of the MOT repairs on the Astra, and now it's got a clean 12 months MOT with no advisories. So let's go over what we've done with the car to get it through its MOT and get it running right. So we did quite a lot of work on this one. So you remember this one featured in one of my previous videos. I bought this for £100, or took it in as part of exchange for £100, but it wasn't running right. It was kind of misfiring, it was juddering, and it's coming up with like stability track warning message on the car and stuff. So to get this right and retail, I've got a customer potentially lined up for this one as well, so we had to get this one running right. So let's go through what we did. So the coolant was leaking, so what we did on that one was we changed the thermostat and the housing. But while my mechanic was doing that, this clip here, which I think is for, hopefully you can see that, which is for this pipe here, down here, hopefully you can see that pipe there. I think that's the inlet pipe, and when my mechanic was unclipping the pipe here, the clips on the side snapped off. So it's like, oh god, and then we're running out of time to get the car back in for its retest within the 10 working days. So we rang like GSF and Euro Car Parts, and they didn't have this pipe in stock, so we had to do a main dealer jobby. And this one pipe cost £47, 47p for the main needler. It's a bit of a pain, but fair play to my mechanic. He forked out for that, because I guess, I don't know, it's near the engine, it gets hot, and it's a 2011 car. You expect these kind of bits of plastic to break and stuff, but because it broke when he was taken out, he thought it was only fair that he paid for it, so I really appreciate that. So he paid for that. So thermostat and housing we've done. So the cooler looks all good now, and it doesn't seem to be leaking, anything like that, which is good. It seems all nice and dry down there. What else did we do? We gave the car a service. We've done the timing belt. The drive belt and the water pump seems to be fairly new compared to, I think that was the original timing belt on there. So we've left the drive belt and the water pump, but we've done the timing belt. Rocker cover gasket, we've done that. What else did we do? We did all spark plugs, coil pack. The advisory or the failure, I can't remember now, was the suspension arm on the driver's side, so we've done that. We changed all 4 tyres, got the tracking done, so it's good to go now for the customer. It needs one hell of a clean, and I'm struggling with time at the moment, so I might just take it to my local valeters that I use, look at the state of the inside of the car, and get them to give it a full valet. It will cost whatever it costs, but it's worth doing. I'm not going to do any of the bodywork on this car because it's going to be cheap automatic for someone. So yeah, so I paid £100 part exchange on this one, cleaned all the parts and the labour. I spent about just under £900, so I'm in it for £1,000. And I'm how much would I get for this? About 2.7, 2.8, if I'm lucky. If not 2.5, I think I could get rid of this one quick for £2.5 grand. So you're thinking there's like £1,500 margin, but you have to remember I have to pay the VAT man, the VAT margin scheme. So it's not from the £1,000. I don't pay the VAT from the £1,000 that I've spent in the car or invested into the car, and between that and what I've sold the car for is for what I bought the car in for. So I bought the car in for £100, so I have to pay 16.6% VAT between £100, and if I sell it for £2.5 grand, the £2.5 grand. So the VAT man's gonna fleece me on this one, but it is what it is. But it's driving fine now. I've done about, if I get the key, let's have a look how much. That's what the trip's saying. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, bonnet open. 80, yeah, I've done about 87 miles in the car, and it's been driving fine. I just want to make sure it's driving fine before I get it washed and cleaned and ready for retail. The only other thing that's bugging me, which I've come across, I don't know if the noises, the sound's going to pick it up. That central speaker is a bit crackly, but it is what it is. I'll just let the new owners aware of that, make them aware of that, and if they want us, I don't know how you get it. Can you take this off, or you take this whole dash off? I don't know, but I'll leave that for the time being, make the new owners aware of that, and then see what they want to do. But yeah, I'm happy with this now. It's driving good. We spent quite a bit of money on it, but it was worth doing, I think. So that's that one done now. Just need to get it cleaned, and it will be ready to go. So I picked this Ix35 up the other night, a 2-litre diesel, 2011, 3 previous owners, and I think it's about 67,000 miles on the clock. But obviously before I bought this, I did a vehicle score check. So before you hand over your hard-earned cash and you're looking to buy a car, either for yourself or to trade on, it's always worth doing a vehicle check. With Vehicle Score, they provide some of the most comprehensive services out there in terms of vehicle checks and vehicle history checks. And I've got a great deal for you. So you can use the code BADIA20 and the link in the description box down below to get 20% off your vehicle checks. So for the cost of a few pounds, you can get to check the history behind the vehicle you're looking to buy. So the checks will cover a number of things, such as to see if the mileage has been clocked, if the car's been in any accidents, if there's any finance behind the car. So all that kind of scary stuff is always worth checking before you hand over your hard-earned cash. So make sure you use the code BADIA20 and a link in the description box below before you purchase a car. So the vehicle score on this one, hopefully you can, I'm not sure if you can see it on my phone, come out of a rating of 516 out of 999. MOT pass rate is 85%. There's no mileage discrepancies. Average mileage on the car was around 5,000 miles, which is good. The good bits of the car, so we've got, I don't know if you can see that, I'm not sure you can see that, I'll read it out to you guys. So you got a long-term owner, which is good. Recent MOT pass rate is high, and mileage is between 50 and 80,000. The bad bits on the car, got over 10 comments in the recent MOTs, 2 failed comments on recent MOTs, and the vehicle is over 10 years old. So overall, a decent car. So let's have a look around the car. There is some, I need to take it down to the body shop today. The scuff along here, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that down the camera. Scuff along here. So we need to try and polish that out and then touch it up. And then they must have had some kind of hit something along here, because you've got some paint transfer there. So it's hit some kind of red car, or an object that was red. Got a little touch up that needs to be done there, and then there's some paint. Similar spot to my previous, if you watch my previous videos, I had an Ix35, and that needed this corner done, but that was because it was damaged. But here again, it's a coincidence, this one, the paint's coming off there. I'm not going to get that painted, I don't think, for this kind of age and mileage value of car. I see what my body shop guy says, but I'm just thinking, because there's only that little bit there, you just touch that in. So going around the rest of the car, to be fair, it's got a tow bar. It's got reverse parking sensors, reverse camera, which isn't broken like my previous one. I got them to check that before I come down and view the car, or went up and viewed the car. The tyres, alloys, all in good condition, to be fair. Hardly any scuffs. All the tyres are in good condition. Got lots of tread on those. It's a bit different because from the white and the blacks, I like this colour. And that's one of the things. Yeah, look, tyre on that side are good. Tyre on that side again, lots of tread. I think that's one of the things that stood out for me when I viewed the car. and when I come across it, it's the colour combination. We'll have a look inside the car. One of the advisories on the last MOT was, hopefully you can see that. Where is it? Where's the camera? There you go. Can you see that? It's a crack there in the windscreen from a stone, but it's weird. I can't get my fingernail into that one, and then it's out of the driver's vision, so it's only advisory. It's not failure. And there's one here. You can see that one there. This one I can get my fingernail into. I do know of a windscreen chip repair guy. I've never used him before. I might get him to come down, see if he can repair that, or the new owner, to be fair, they can get that done through their insurance company, or I'll just do it beforehand. I'm swaying towards getting that done beforehand. Let me know in the comments down below, you guys are traders and stuff, what would you do? Would you just leave that windscreen chip there and get the person to claim on their insurance, or do it beforehand? I'm going to get rid of this sticker, which stands for, does it look like I give a FUCK? You probably can work that one out. So I don't know, that comes from, the son was telling me, that comes from some show, I think. Some comedian who used to use that phrase quite a lot. I can't remember who it was. Again, if you guys know who I'm talking about, drop a comment in the comment section below. So I come across his car in a bit of an unfortunate circumstance, really. So the son was selling it on behalf of his dad, who sadly passed away. So they're only really selling it because of the bereavement, and it's a bit of a sad situation. I won't get into the details of how the father passed away and stuff. So it was really sad, but the family were really nice. Spent quite a bit of time with them, and they left me another 5-star Google review in terms of my how I dealt with them in terms of the buying side of the business. So I'm just not always selling cars, I have to get stock in as well. So if any of you guys are watching the video looking to sell your car, let me know. Motosirs.co.uk, there's a contact us section there, contact form, so let us know, and then hopefully we can do a deal on whatever car you're looking to sell. So yeah, so overall on the outside, for the mileage of the car, really happy with it. Same as my other previous Ix35, the sunroof is really slow. I won't even try and open it now, because when I opened it, when I was doing the test drive, I was stuck. I was struggling to close it again. So just where the sunroof's not being used, we've got a sunroof up here, and it's not being used. You just need to grease it. And now I learned from my previous encounters. But this is what I mean by the color combination. I really like this car because you don't see many Ix35s with this like tan, or is it tan? I guess it's called tan, or this camel kind of leather, which is a nice color combination. Obviously with the Ix35s, you've got heated seats at the back, and overall, to be fair, isn't in that bad of a condition. So an elderly gentleman having a car, you kind of have a feeling that it's going to be well looked after. Checked all the electrics for like the windows, the side mirrors and all that stuff, that's all working. Cruise control and all that kind of stuff's working. Comes with 2 keys. I can't remember what the mileage exactly it was. Let's have a look. Let's start them up. So you got the push start. I think it's about 60 odd. 67, yeah. There we go. 66,000 miles on the clock. This is the premium spec. So you got a reverse camera, which should be working. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see that because of the reflection. Oh, you can see the lines there. In the car park, yeah, that's all working. Sensors all working. Heated seats are all working. I've got all of they've got the manuals there, locking wheel nut. Most of the service history is at home, so it's got almost a full service history. There's like 1 or 2 years for age. A car like this is pretty good. So it's very good service history. You've got some service history here for 23, and the most recent one was last month at 24. And you can see the tyres there, look, front 6mm, back 7mm, so that's all good. Brakes, front 8mm, back 5mm, small service, so it's been serviced and stuff. So the MOT runs out in October, so I am going to get a fresh MOT on there. It's only got a couple of months MOT left, 3 months MOT, so we'll get that done, and then see what comes out of that, and give it a good old valet, or pay my valeters to do it, because I'm struggling with time at the moment, unfortunately. There's other stuff going on in the background. So if you just open up the boot, oh, it's a bit stuck. There we go. So you got your boot cover shelf thing there. You've got a spare tyre. Yeah, another thing, just yet again, it's really sad, and I asked them if they wanted to keep it. So this number plate is actually a private number plate. So it was, if I remember correctly now, it's the father's initials and then the mother's initials. So I said, oh mate, like if it has some sentimental value, I can take it off and you guys can keep it for on retention or whatever. But they didn't seem to want to keep it, which is fair enough. And I think when I was speaking to the son, especially, like, I was getting really emotional about the car and all that kind of stuff. So it is maybe just one of those things where they just wanted to kind of move on and like get it out of, it was a part of next to the house, so probably just thought out of sight, out of mind kind of thing maybe. So that's the original number plate that was on the car, so 2011. And then you got your jack bits there, you got some tyre gel stuff there, proper spare tyre, which is nice to see. Yeah, 3 previous owners, if I didn't mention that previously. Yeah, so let me know guys what you think of my latest purchase. It's going to be hopefully my previous Ix35, the white one, that didn't hang around for too long, so I'm hoping this one will go around, won't sit around for long. They seem to be, from what I understand, they're quite popular cars, and apparently these kind of cars, these SUVs or mini SUVs, whatever you want to call them, apparently they're selling quite well at the moment, according to some of the other channels I watch on YouTube, like the Car Dealer Pro channel. Make sure you go and check them out if you haven't watched the channel, their channel already. Really good. Dave, the guy there, and the colleagues there, really interesting channel, on a much bigger scale than I am and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to that stage at one point in time. But yeah, I'm really happy with this one. Drives really nice. Got it from Shrewsbury, if I remember correctly, which is a little village next to Shrewsbury. So it was almost about 1 hour 50 odd drive up there and back, or drive there and then another almost 2 hours back. So it was a bit of a journey, but driving it back and all that stuff, drove really nice. Cruise control was working. It was going in a straight line, which is all a bonus at the moment. I seem to be doing tracking left, right and centre. So yeah, this should hopefully, with this colour combination, it's going to stand out from other cars and stuff. I'm sure this will make someone a really nice car. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check to see if my MOT station has any availability, get a new MOT on, and then we know what we're dealing with in terms of the car. If there's any advice, we will get them done. We'll pop down to my body shop guy, see if he's got some paint lying around in this colour. If he has, I might just buy it off him, or he might give it to me for free and touch those bits in, and then that will be one that needs valeting and good to go. I had to move my cars over there. I think I mentioned this the other day, or previously in the video. I need to move these cars back, but I've got the over there, you can see the Vitara just sitting there. I need to get it in the body shop as well. I sent him pictures of that, but I think you need to see that in person to give me a price on that. So I might take this down, try and get the MOT done, and then hopefully take that up to him today, because I've got decorating doing I've got loads of decorating that I need to do in my house. I'm trying to juggle the two things at the same time, and then try and get this one down to my valeters today at some point, and hopefully they'll get that done and pick that up tomorrow from them. So yeah, lots to do guys, lots to do. Yeah, I'm surprised with the Santa Fe. It's still hanging around. Had a couple of inquiries on it, but no bites on it and no viewings on it yet. I need to do that wiper arm there and this bit here. Just getting the time to do it. I've got the spray for that, so I'm going to have to do that at some point. But let's get cracking guys. There's a lot of wear on the steering wheel on our Ix35, but that was similar to my previous one as well, so that maybe it's just a common thing on these. And check this out guys, I've never seen this before, but if I press this button, it takes it off. But I think that is telling me the direction of where I'm travelling. So I've just come back from my body shop, so I went and bought some touch-up paint. A3 was the colour code for the Ix35, and he just went around, touched up those bits for me, didn't charge me, which is nice of him. So we just touched that bit in there, little stone chip there we just touched in, and then we've done this corner, so it looks better than it was previously. just takes your eye away from it now, which is always a good thing. And what else he did, so there's paint transfer on this wing mirror cover here, and he rubbed down his front corner of the bumper here as well, so he's got rid of that. Just use some paint thinner. So I learned something new. I knew you could get rid of it, I just didn't know what you use, so use some paint thinner, got rid of that. So it's looking a lot better now. The car is smart. He touched up that little dent there as well, so it's looking good. There is some lacquer peel on this corner here, but I think I'll just leave it as is. You've seen previously on my previous attempt on repairing lacquer peel on my Nissan Juke, didn't go too well. Oh, I forgot to ask him how to get rid of that, but I guess you just get some tire glue remover and get rid of that, so I will try to do that at some point. But yeah, I'm just at my MOT station now. Let's see if they can fit me in for an MOT, because this MOT runs out in October on this one, and we'll see if it passes or fails, but I'll keep you guys posted. So my MOT station managed to fit me in. They did the MOT straight after the car that they were working on, and unfortunately we've got a failure. So we've got a failure on the side repeater not working on the near side, which is strange, because I can remember when I was speaking to the son, he said he changed that repeater on that ring mirror, but I guess not fitted it in properly. I didn't, to be honest, I should have checked, but I didn't check because I assumed he changed it so it was working. But it was good to see that there's no other advisories on the MOT apart from that. And he did say to me that all the advisories on the previous MOT, apart from the windscreen, had been done, and which is good news. But it just goes to show you what difference you get in terms of testing, in terms of the MOT, because on the previous MOT, they mentioned about the chip in the windscreen there and the crack here. Well, on this MOT station, they didn't mention that. So it's interesting, isn't it? What different results you get from the different MOT stations and the different MOT testers. So I'll have to get my mechanic to have a look at that. It might just be some loose wiring or something. But apart from that, if it's just that, I'm not too fussed, to be fair. Hopefully it's a straightforward fix. But famous last words. So I'll get my I'll get my mechanic to have a look at that. Hopefully we can get that sorted, and then we'll have an advisory free, 12 months advisory free MOT. I'm actually quite impressed with myself. Watching the YouTube tutorial, I managed to fix it. Well, I say fix it, I just popped the mirror out and undone the screw and just checked all the wiring. And I guess when the wiring's come loose because it's working now. And the customer did say to me that he replaced both of these, so they're new units, and I guess it's just wiring that's come loose. Actually sent me, I messaged him and he sent me the invoice for the light, so to prove that he did purchase them and stuff. Not that I didn't believe him, so I could take it back to the MOT session and get a brand new fresh 12 months MOT. Found the service history for the car, so let's just quickly go through that and show you guys what we've got in terms of service history. So we've got 2011, 13, 13 again, 14, so we're missing 1 year there, and then we've got 15, 16, sorry, 17, 17 again, 19, 20, 22 there. Then we've got, they must not have taken a book in, I forgot to take the book. We've got 23 there, and then 24 June this year. So we've got a pretty good service history. 1 or 2 years missing, but overall really happy with that. And now I'll fix that as a Brucey bonus. I was going to take it down to my mechanic and get him to have a quick look and fix it, but it was a nice easy fix. And that's all in steady now. Yeah, that's in place, so it's all good. Good stuff. Brucey bonus. And the other thing with this car as well, when I picked it up, it's just under a full tank of fuel in there. So I guess what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be driving in the next couple of days is definitely going to be this car. It drives really nice. So all it needs now is to get down to my valeters, get them to do a full valet on this one. I don't think I'm going to get the time to do it myself, and then it'll be good to go. We'll make someone a really nice car, this one will. So I got a retest on an Ix35 done, and a failure for the side repeater has gone. But interesting to see now, so the boss of the MOT station did the retest and he noticed the windscreen damage. So he's put it down as a minor defect. So he just says, he said the previous MOT test it wasn't there. He must have left for the day. He must have just missed it. So it's fair enough. It is damage on the windscreen, so we need to have that on MOT on MOT to make sure that we're not cutting any corners, anything like that. So I'll leave it at that in terms of this one, and then I won't get the windscreen done. I'll either price the car accordingly. No idea how much the windscreen costs to replace, or if the customer wants to get it done, I'll get it done, or we go 50-50. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But apart from that, it's a clean MOT now, which is good. So all that needs now is good valet, and it'll be good to go. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but I'm slightly browner than usual. So I've been away on holiday. I went with the family, or with my in-laws, to Tunisia for 7 days, and that was really nice. Beautiful country, really hospitable, lovely people, big-hearted people. I loved it. I really enjoyed it there. Got a good tan. Like I said, I'm browner than usual. And so before I went on holiday, I dropped off the Suzuki Vitara. So that's that white one I had, automatic, and that had some damage on the passenger's door and the front wing. So I dropped it off to my body shop guy before I went, because I knew he could get it done while I was on holiday. He gave me a call yesterday and he said it's done now, so I'm just going to go and pick it up now. So let's go and check it out and see what kind of job he's done. So we got the car back from the body shop, and I'm really impressed and happy with the outcome of the work. I'll add some pictures here now that the body shop guy sent me while he was doing the work, and it turned out that it was a bit more work than he expected, because I don't think he realised. He was saying he didn't realise it was, because I was in a bit of a rush when I dropped it off to him, that it's I don't know if you can see it on the camera, probably won't pick it up on the camera. It's not it's a flat white, it's a pearlescent white. And then so we knew about the damage down here, down here. That helps. And then what I noticed as well, when before I dropped it off to him, there was some lacquer peel around this kind of area. You see in the pictures, we sprayed this part of the bonnet up until that crease line there. And what he was saying, when he was rubbing it down and preparing to get the paint, there was a previous repair there, and there must be some kind of reaction, and that's why there was lacquer peel and the paint was like peeling off. So we've done that section there, and he's straightened out the dent there, so it all lines up nicely now. So he's painted that wing and that door. Oh, the sun's killing me today. But yeah, really happy with that now. Come out really well. Paint match is spot on. So what he said, he does quite a lot. So he takes out the door card, takes out on all that kind of stuff, takes out the handle, because he's saying when he's spraying he doesn't want to get paint into these like plastic bits behind like the door handle and stuff. So he's and then takes off the wing mirror. So it's all quite labour intensive and time consuming. So the initial price for the work, he's doing me a favour because I'm sending him customers and I'm giving him quite a few cars. So he's going to charge me 200, but with the extra work, he said normally he would charge like 350, but for me he charged me 250, and he's washed the car as well. But I'm going to wash it again anyway. You see, like tyre shined it and all that kind of stuff. So the plan for today is to get this one up for sale. So it doesn't need much on the outside now, because I got it washed before I dropped it off to him, so you can see what he's working with. That was a quick valet at my local valeters. So I'm going to give it a wash outside, give it a machine polish. There must have been a spoiler or something up here, some stickers on here, so I'm going to peel these off. And he's giving me some paint thinner to peel off the plastic residue and stuff. So he's giving me that for free. So he's really looked after me. So I'll do that, crack on with that, and then tackle the inside. It isn't, to be fair, I don't know if you can see it because of the sunlight and stuff, but it isn't too bad. Just loads of bits of random bits of rubbish and stuff. I've got some spare mats somewhere in the car, in the house, so I'll put some mats in. Work back the seats and all that kind of stuff. Do the usual business. Clean all the plastics. But yeah, this one, a guy, my MOT guy, he's got family members interested in this car, being automatic and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, it should, fingers crossed, the famous last words, should move on quickly. The only thing is, it's a 2.2, I think it's a 2.2 petrol, and it's quite high on the good old road tax. So it might be a bit specific for some people, a bit specialised, but I'm hoping there's someone out there for the car. All this low mileage and all that kind of stuff, you'd hope it will sell quite quickly. And yeah, I'm going to buff the, I don't know if you can see that in with the sun, this one needs a buff. This side it's not too bad, but that side needs a buff. So we'll do that as well, buff the headlights, make it look good, and make it ready for hopefully a customer. So let's crack on. So this is all the random stuff that I found in a Suzuki Vitara. Got some glass cleaner there. Even got a pack of face masks. Remember the times when you couldn't get hold of them anywhere? And this is the end product. So it's come out really nice. I haven't machine polished the car because the bodywork is in really good condition. There's no kind of swirls and stuff in that paintwork. So I didn't machine polish it. I did buff the headlights, and look at that. What difference that makes to the car. Work back the inside and stuff on the seats. It's just drying out now. Pretty much dry now. The inside is looking a lot better. Give it a good clean. Treated all the plastics. Happy with this one. Just need to go and take photos and a walk around video and get it listed for sale. Taking off these wind deflectors because well, one of them come off when I was jet washing the car. I just think it looks better without them. I left them in the boot just in case a new customer decides to want them and put them back on. Really happy with this one now. So let's get it listed for sale. So I've had another warranty claim, so I'm struggling with a cold here, so I'll drop a picture of the car. So I think it was my previous video, or the one before that, I sold a 2016 Nissan Note. Really nice car, 1.6 diesel I think it was. Customer was really nice, and he obviously bought it, I delivered it to him, he was really happy. And about a week after, he noticed some kind of like oil on the side of the bonnet, and I was like, that's strange, I've never noticed that before. And he was all the way down in Bristol, which is about almost a 3-hour drive away from me. So obviously he couldn't bring it back up to me, it's too far a distance. Or I could get my mechanic to check it out. Contacted my warranty company, AutoGuard, and unfortunately they don't cover pipe work and stuff. So to one garage, they said it was a boost pipe, but they're quoting crazy money to get it changed. So he uses like a mobile mechanic. So yeah, so he got in contact with a mobile mechanic. He came a few days later. He diagnosed it as a boost pipe as well, and he charged us in total about £350. So just go, and I had to pay out that money obviously because it's still it's only been a couple of weeks since he had a car, and within a 6 months consumer rights period. So it just goes to show that when you sell a car, you can't bank on that money that you made on that car thinking it's pure profit, because it's not, because you never know when you have to pay out on a claim, and really and truly it's not profit until after that 6 months. And even after that 6 months, sometimes the customers might contact you and expect some things to be fixed or whatever, stuff like that. So this goes to show you have to be careful and do things right for the person and for the customer. But he seemed really happy, he was really understanding. Took a couple of weeks to sort out because the garages were busy, his mechanic was busy and all that kind of stuff, but we resolved it in the end and he was really happy. So that just goes to show it's never these warranty claims and money going out when you think it's money that's going to go into the bank, it never ends. So let me just give you guys a quick update on where we are with things. Obviously I was away for a week, so I haven't done much, but let's just go through some of the stock that we have. So the Astra, that's mechanically sound, all ready to go. I just need to sort out the heated seat. So it might be a faulty module. I just need to get my mechanic to check that out, and then if it is the module, we'll just hopefully find one on eBay, replace that, and then that'll be good to go. The Santa Fe, so I had this listed up on Auto Trader and Facebook, and I had someone message me about this, and they seemed really interested in the car, but unfortunately they wanted to come and see it on the Sunday before I flew out, and I flew out on the Friday following week, and they want to come down on a Sunday, but unfortunately for them, that was the day of my friend getting married, so it was my friend's wedding day. So obviously I couldn't make the viewing, and so he couldn't come down and view it. And then he messaged me the following Sunday, and obviously I was out of the country, and he wanted to come and view it. But I told the customer that I wouldn't be in the country. But anyway, so he messaged me again and said, unfortunately I can't show you the car. I'm not in the country. And these are the kind of things that happens when you're away. You kind of can't switch off from the business, and you get messages and all that kind of stuff, and then you kind of feel like you regret it a bit going on holiday, because like, I missed out on a sale. Because following a couple of days after that Sunday when he messaged me when I was away, he messaged me back saying he found another car. So I could have sold that while I was on away on holiday, but never mind. That was on Facebook Auto Trader. The Auto Trader ad has run out on that one, so I might have to relist on Auto Trader. But what I want to do before I relist it as well, I've got some black spray, so I just want to that arm there, and was it along here? Yeah, along here. I'll tape this up and spray these bits, ready for whenever someone comes to view it. So I need to do that. What else is there? That's about it really. I just need to relist some of the cars. I've got cars that have been sitting around for a little while now. I need to sort out the injector on that one. But yeah, I bought some other cars. I think they'll feature in future videos. So I think I'll wrap this video up here. So if you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button. It don't cost you a penny. It just helps me and my channel out. We're getting close to the magic 1,000 subscriber mark. So I'll do some kind of giveaway at that point. So if you like the content again and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're looking to buy a car, if you're in the trade or buying it for yourself or your family, make sure you do the vehicle score checks and use the code BD20 to get 20% off your vehicle score checks. Thanks for watching. I'll wrap this one up, and I'll see you in the next one.